Have you ever felt that persistent, nagging tiredness? You know, the kind that just doesn't seem to go away even after what feels like a good night's sleep.
Hmm.
And then you hear it, that familiar phrase, oh, well, that's just part of getting older.
Right. Happens all the time.
What if I told you that's often a profound misconception? Okay, let's unpack this a little. Today, we're doing a deep dive into understanding, and this is key, beating chronic tiredness.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's called easy fatigability in medical circles, especially when we talk about getting older.
Yep.
Our mission is to look at its surprising causes, how hidden issues get found, and give you some practical steps to really boost your energy.
And, this isn't some small issue we're talking about. Our sources show that a really significant chunk of older adults, maybe 40 to 75%, report this kind of chronic tiredness, lasting for weeks.
Wow, that's a huge range.
It is. It's definitely more than just feeling a bit sleepy. It's this pervasive thing, stems from lots of different factors, and it can seriously impact your daily life, often pretty quietly.
Quietly, right, that's the word. So when people just brush it off as aging, they're missing this whole hidden picture, aren't they?
Totally missing it.
What are some of those initial culprits, the ones often overlooked that our sources mention?
Well, that's a really crucial point. We tend to think, oh, less sleep, maybe less active,
Yeah.
but it's usually way more complex. For instance, underlying medical conditions are huge, really big.
Like what specifically?
We're talking things like undiagnosed anemia, maybe early stage heart or lung disease like COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or even thyroid imbalances. Any one of those can just quietly sap your energy.
And here's something really interesting, I thought. That drain could literally be coming from your medicine cabinet.
Oh, absolutely.
So many common drugs, ones you might not even suspect, list fatigue as a side effect. It's a piece of the puzzle that often gets missed.
Definitely.
And beyond that, mood disorders, right? Depression, anxiety, major factors, plus untreated sleep problems. And even, just normal aging changes like sarcopenia, that muscle loss.
That's exactly. Sarcopenia is a big one.
The main thing we found in the research seems clear. If that fatigue sticks around even when you rest, it's not normal. It really is time to investigate.
Right. And what's fascinating here is what happens next. When those initial checks, routine blood tests, physical exams don't quite nail down the cause.
Yeah.
That's when non-invasive imaging becomes just an absolutely vital tool.
Yeah.
It's how we can actually see those hidden problems, get a precise treatment plan, so you get real answers, not just, rest more.
And this diagnostic detective work, it sounds invaluable because the right scan can often show exactly what's up.
Precisely.
Like an echocardiogram, for example, that can uncover heart failure or maybe valve issues that are just quietly making your body less efficient. Or a chest x-ray, maybe a CT scan. Those can show lung diseases you didn't even know about. COPD, fibrosis, even a silent pneumonia.
Things you wouldn't feel otherwise, maybe.
Exactly. And a DXA scan, people know it for bone density, but it can also measure muscle mass precisely. Directly diagnose that sarcopenia we mentioned.
That's a key use.
Then there's abdominal ultrasound, spotting liver or kidney issues, even a brain MRI, ruling out things like silent strokes or subtle changes causing that sort of brain fog, that cognitive fatigue.
So, if we connect this all to the bigger picture,
Mhm.
it's pretty clear that preventing and managing fatigue isn't just about chasing a symptom.
Yeah.
It's really about taking a proactive, holistic approach to your whole well-being.
Yeah.
It really puts the power back in your hands.
Empowering. Yeah, that's the perfect word because once you understand what might be going on, the great news is there are practical things you can do, actionable steps.
Absolutely.
Let's dive into some of the big ones our sources recommend, starting with something basic, movement. How much difference does, say, 150 minutes of moderate exercise actually make?
Oh, it's profoundly impactful. It goes way beyond just the physical stuff.
Okay.
Tackles muscle loss, helps your cardiovascular health, even boosts your mood. The key, like our sources point out, is consistency. Finding things you can stick with.
Like walking, swimming.
Yeah, brisk walking, swimming, tai chi, things like that. And speaking of muscle loss, adding resistance training bands, light weights, twice a week, maybe that's super important for holding on to muscle mass, slowing down sarcopenia.
Right, fighting that muscle loss makes perfect sense. Okay, so activity is one pillar. What about fuel, nutrition?
Foundational, absolutely key. You want to prioritize protein, every meal. Really lean meats, dairy, beans, lentils. That supports your muscles.
Protein at every meal, got it.
Also, our sources really stress checking vitamin D and B12 levels. Deficiencies are common, and supplements can make a world of difference if you need them. And hydration. Don't forget water. Even being mildly dehydrated makes tiredness worse.
Okay, movement, fuel. What about the tricky ones? Sleep and stress.
Both critical. You need a regular sleep schedule. Aim for 7 to 8 hours if you can. And definitely get any underlying sleep issues treated. Sleep apnea, restless legs, things like that.
Makes sense. And stress.
For stress, you need some tools in your toolkit. Relaxation techniques, deep breathing, meditation, maybe some gentle yoga. They can really lessen that mental load that adds to fatigue.
Good advice. And that last piece, being proactive long term.
Always review your medications with your doctor if fatigue is hitting you.
Oh.
Sometimes a simple tweak, a switch, makes all the difference. And don't ignore your mood. If depression or anxiety might be playing a role, talk about counseling or therapy. It can resolve huge sources of exhaustion. And finally, maybe keep a fatigue diary. Track patterns when you're tired, what you are doing, eating, sleeping. Share that with your doctor. It gives them really valuable clues for tailored investigations.
So what does this all boil down to for you listening?
I think the core takeaway is crystal clear. Chronic tiredness is absolutely not just a normal, inevitable part of aging.
Not at all.
You have tools, you have options, you have agency here.
We really encourage you, talk to your healthcare provider. Ask about a personalized fatigue evaluation. That targeted, holistic approach, it really has the power to help you reclaim your vitality. Yeah. And consider this final thought. How could understanding fatigue not as an inevitable decline, but as a treatable condition? How could that fundamentally change your perception of aging itself? Maybe transform it into a more vibrant, energetic pursuit of life, no matter your age,